Please note, views and opinions expressed in the course of this program do not represent that of OTV. Therefore, this channel is not liable to any legal action that may result from this program.
Ẹ kú dédé àsìkò yìí, ẹ sì káàbọ̀ sórí ètò ọmọ Oòduà tó ń dé sójú ìwòran yín o láti iléeṣẹ́ ìkànnì Wo TV. Òdu ni wá àwa kì í ṣàìmọ̀ fólókó. A tún ti dé o sórí ètò bá a ti ṣe máa ń dé. Tó ètò ọ̀hún ló wá balẹ̀ báyìí bí ọ̀wàrà òjò sójú dé yín o. Àwa òun yẹn bá ń wá pèrè fìdí àbẹ́ bá ń fìdí tí a pèrè mọ́lẹ̀. Kájọ.
The autopsy, because that clearly is what we are all waiting for. And they've made me to understand that they are not the ones that carried out the autopsy. It's actually done by Ikeja General Hospital. They are not the ones that carried out the autopsy. It's been done by Ikeja General Hospital. So they are waiting on Ikeja General Hospital to give them the results. The first one is out, which is the preliminary. The preliminary result is out, but the toxicologist one is not yet out. According to the PRO that I spoke to, that the General Hospital has, and even when they asked for the first one, they said they are not giving them the first one, that they have to wait for the second one to be out so that they can submit both results. So we are waiting on Ikeja General Hospital right now, and we are begging them to please. We know they have a lot of things that they are doing. We know they are very busy, but I myself, and I'm sure a lot of we concerned Nigerians, that are really passionate about this case and really want justice, are really begging that they should please make sure that they please hasten on this result, because that's the only thing that is delaying everything that is going on right now. And until this result is being tendered, there is nothing they can really do about it. So they are waiting on Ikeja General Hospital to give them the result. So that's the information that I received from them now about that.
So this autopsy thing, I'm really amazed that it's taking a whole lot of time. I know that they said
the first one does not take a while, which is the preliminary one. It doesn't take time. But the toxicologist one, toxicology, right? Am I right? I always get it wrong. That takes that takes between 4 to 6 weeks. Do you understand? And it was being carried out by the Ikeja General Hospital, right? So they are waiting on them, because even when I spoke to the PRO this morning, he said that they are waiting on them for that. Do you understand? And it had to be done by them, because obviously if it's the police that did it now, they will say maybe they did one mago, you understand, or something. So it had to be done by the right people. Do you understand? And they are not releasing both the first one, according to him, that they said they are waiting for the second one to be out. And from their source, they don't do it in Nigeria, so they have to do it abroad. Yes, and then send it down. So that's the information I have, because I've gotten this information before, but I had to call again to reconfirm again. I understand. I spoke to him, yes. Officer Benjamin, yes. I communicate directly with the police people. So either I'm speaking to the CP or I'm speaking to Officer Benjamin, you understand, or I'm speaking to office, the man in charge of Panti, what's his name again?
Which of them? The DC.
The DC, yes. So is that I'm speaking to one of them. But this morning I spoke to the PRO Benjamin, and that's the information I got from him right now. And we have to be patient and work hand in hand with them to make sure that justice is being served. We can't do it all on our own. Sometimes I see people saying, "Oh, you guys are quiet. You guys are not seeing anything." We cannot assume that this is what happened to him. You understand? And we are not the judge. We are not the lawyers. We are not the police people. We can only voice out and get their attention to let them know that we want justice. So it's left for them to now make sure that they help us get that justice. And the police have said they want to do everything, you understand, in their power with the right procedure to make sure that justice is being served.
And I also want
since we requested that the body be exhumed and we requested that a proper autopsy be done, they do not want to base the judgment based on just the first autopsy, which is the preliminary autopsy. They want to make sure that all forms of autopsy is being carried out. You understand? And even while they go on with their coronal inquest that they are doing right now,
I want to personally add. I personally want to add this to the conversation for people listening, that the justice for Mohbad that we're actually pushing for, we started getting justice already. And like Yabo said earlier, part of the justice we need to know that we're getting is the fact that the body was exhumed from the ground. That's one of the justice. And the autopsy that is being run is part of the justice as well. And the people that were actually pointed out by people that these people have a hand in it, to apprehending them or, going through that inquest too as well, is still part of the justice. And one part of the justice that I want people to actually prepare for is the fact that don't have it in your head or your mind that the coroner will tell you what you want to hear.
Yes.
He's going to tell you what is the fact. You get what I'm saying? And that is what they call justice. And don't expect somebody to come and tell you that so person is the one that killed that person or person that did one thing. Don't expect that. Expect to know that autopsy is scientific. It's science, okay? So let's be prepared for it. So people should not come up and say that they have changed something or they have done something in a way. No.
That's why the police did not handle that. That's why the police left it for the right authorities to do, which is the hospital. And, it's only the general hospital that can, by the government can do that. Yes, straight down.
So that's,
you understand? Because if they take a if they ask the private hospital to do it, for instance, now they say a private hospital should do it. Let's say the father's side did it, they will say, they've done mago. If they say the mother's side should do it, she's done mago. The wife, she's the prime suspect according to so many people. Then the police, they've been bribed. So it's only fair that the general hospital handles it, and which we have gotten that information that Ikeja General Hospital, he's the one that is handling it. So what do we have to do now? We have to just keep mounting pressure and begging the general hospital, because we know they have a lot of cases also. Do you understand? So please help us make sure that.
But the toxicology, what is there?
It's usually between 4 to 6 weeks, usually. And I think we're just like, we don't know when it was exactly sent. But we know his body was exhumed 21st of September, if I'm not mistaken, right? But I knew it's like a month now. Well, the day his body was exhumed, was it sent immediately? Probably. Do you understand? So, was it sent immediately? Definitely no, because they did the first one here, which is the preliminary result. And I think after then they would have sent whatever it is they have to send down for the second one. So you start counting from the day the hospital, wherever they took it to, maybe UK, America, I don't know, received it, and then they started working on it. You understand? So we are waiting on that.
I think there's you guys. Well done. Keep it up. I'm hoping that all this will not go in vain. Like, with everything you guys have done, it will not just go in vain.
Just leave me
a lot of people. So we are hoping and fingers crossed and hoping for the best.
It is well. Everything will be fine by God's grace.
Let's go. So that is.
Hey, Coco.
So that's exactly. You can come down there. So that's exactly where we are now. We are waiting. And we are begging Ikeja General Hospital, so please, we know they are very busy, so we are begging them, with the concerned mothers, the concerned citizens, concerned fathers, all their bureaus, their dons, we are begging them to please help us. We know that we cannot rush them to do their job, but we can also beg them to just...
Yes. To expedite everything. Absolutely.
I'm sorry, Queen.
So even if we write a letter now, they will tell us that this thing is science, and they have protocols and they have timing.
Yeah.
Okay. If the result gets back,
I'm asking because of what
that's why I'm explaining it. I'm explaining it that if the result gets back between this period of time, it's fine. If after 6 weeks, which should be like maybe another 2 weeks time, right? We don't hear anything. Then we can write to them and request that we want to come and see them so that they can explain to us what is delaying this. Because the police have given us first-hand information that they are the reasons why this is being delayed.
Yes.
You understand? Because we have to just do things, you know, even abroad. Yes, we want justice, but even abroad, you know, cases sometimes take a very long time.
Very long time,
but we have to give them that time. That, okay, they said this is going to be ready between 4 to 6 weeks. It's already a month now. Let's wait. At least we have 2 more weeks to go. Hopefully, the result comes out today or tomorrow. And like the PRO said that, immediately the result is out, it's even going to be the first person that we announced it. So even before we hear, they might even announce it before we even get the first information. So, like, I have called them this week. I will call them again next week. I will ask again. I've always called them, like, I still called like 4 or 5 days ago or so. I keep calling to check up, to find out what exactly is going on. So we will still call them next week. Whatever information we get, you understand, we will know. So when it's now 6 weeks, and we'll be like, what is going on? Then we can write them a letter and request that we want to come and see them to find out exactly what is going on. Or as we have called their name out now, Ikeja General Hospital, they can choose to decide to come and clear it and say, oh yes, we heard our name was being mentioned. This is it, this is that, this is this. Do you understand?
Yes.
So I think we should just like allow them do their job. At the same time, let us just mount pressure on them and let us not be distracted like we always say, because there's so many distractions. I'm going to talk about 1 or 2 of the distractions that I have seen in recent times. You know,
I know there's a lot of distractions.
Yes, there is. So one of it is that a lot of accusing fingers has been going to the wife, right? And like I have said from the onset, and I am still saying, if you are close or you were close to Mohbad and you have first-hand information that can help this case, please, apart from you coming out on social media and saying it, make yourself available. Go to Panti. Panti is in Ebute Meta. Do you understand?
Maybe they might even be scared. They can even contact one of you that is in Lagos.
Yes, so what did you say?
It's called the State CID. That's where the investigation is being taken.
Yes, State CID. Put it on your Google map. It will take you there. You can even get there, do a video if you are scared. You don't even have to call us. Just do a video. I'm here, in case anything happens to me, because nothing will happen to you. Nothing will happen to you. You go there. And if you're scared, like Toto said, you can even contact any one of us. If you want us to follow you there, we will follow you there. Go there and give out your own statement. Say whatever information that you have that can help the case. Do you understand? Everybody that was close to Mohbad, everybody that was around him as at when he died, everybody that had 1 or 2 issues with him before he died is a suspect. Do you understand? Until proven guilty. So if there's any first-hand information that you have, and or maybe you think that probably the police is not doing their job right, do you understand? Maybe you smarter, you can see things that other people are not seeing. Do you understand? Go there and tell them, give them their own, I mean, give them your own opinions, what you think, everything you think. It's going to help the kids, because at the end of the day, whoever did this is what we want. Whoever has done it, we want that person to be brought to book. Whether it's the wife or the brother, the sister, the friend, or the outsider, or the people that they were dragging themselves, whoever that is. Do you understand? We want justice. But as we are on social media now, let me declare and say that this is the person that killed him. I feel if this person, that does not mean that there will be justice. The police, the law does not follow social media justice.
Yeah.
Do you understand? The social media is just here to create awareness. Which what we did. We came, we cried out, this, da, 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 da. Do you understand? And then they will take it up from there. So if you feel you have first-hand information, or you are better, more enlightened, more like, some people have that gift. Some people have that gift, maybe you are a better detective. Let me use that word. We need you to please, me, I'm even begging, please go to Pansi and help them by providing all this information, and then let them use it for the kids. Now, that is one. Another thing is that about the wife. People are saying that she has not come out to speak. She has not come out to speak. Now, whatever the case might be, her husband died. As far as I'm concerned, few weeks to before Mohbad died, when I saw him, he said, I have a child, I have a son, and I have a wife, right? He never gave me an information whereby he doesn't have a wife or he doesn't have a son, right? If she just lost a husband, right? I don't know about other culture. In Yoruba culture, when a woman loses a husband, there's what they call widow's rights. Widow's rights means that you have to perform some certain rituals, right? Some culture, you will scrape your hair. They will lock you inside for a year. Some, you will not scrape your hair. They will just lock you inside. You understand? You wear black clothes throughout. Some, you will wear white throughout. When people come to visit you, you can't even step outside. You are not allowed to do certain things and certain things, right? The day I went to pay my condolence visit, as at that day, I think it was already about 7 days or 8 days that Mohbad had died. Wumi had not taken her bath. And they said it is part of their own culture, right? She had one white thing that they put on her head, like scarf. She said it has to be on her head, right? These are things that she had to do. She had a baby to take care of. She had this to do. Now, at that time, you cannot tell someone who is grieving and going through this widow's rights to come out and be on camera and be debunking and be explaining. What was the right thing to do was for her to go to the police station where we have said everybody else should go to, which is Pansi, to go and tender our own, what's it called? Statement. Statement. And also to go through the interrogation process, which she went through. A lot of people asked, they were confused, they were mixing getting interview on social media to interrogation. There is nowhere that you will see a police officer put a camera and go live and be showing when they are interrogating anybody. They put their own private camera to record down for information in case you choose to deny tomorrow. But it is kept private to them because it is part of investigations and sometimes can be part of evidence that they will tender in court. Do you understand? Absolutely. So every one of them have been interrogated. Do you understand? In due time, thank God now, I think, but that does not mean that our interview, even if she lays accusation on anybody, it does not mean that person is going to be found guilty. But she will come out and say her own thing. in due time, right? Because I had that conversation with her, and she said she's definitely going to come out to say her own, right? In due time. Bless you. But please, carry this information, because a lot of Mohbad's friends and families have really gone to Panti and they have said a whole lot. Carry your own information that you have. Please help us take it to Panti. Make sure you take it there. And also tender all these things so that it can be used as evidence. When you say it online and go, and don't go to them and say it is not evidence. Do you understand? You have to go there and say it. Now, for the Malian fans that come on my page most times to come and attack me and say I said Naira Marley is the one that killed him, Sam Larry is the one that killed him. The video that I did is still on my page. You can scroll down and look for that video. I never said Naira Marley is the one that killed him. Naira Marley said this boy is his family, is his friend, is his brother, right? And I said from the videos that we saw, at least me, I saw like 2-3 videos, right? From the videos that we saw, this Sam Larry is very close to you, because we see that both of you are 5 and 6, right? When he was going about bullying this boy and beating him up, what did you do? That is the question I asked. Yes. I also stated, because from his family and his Mohbad's team, they said that Naira Marley is still owing him royalty. I said you need to come and tell why you have not given him any of his royalty, and please make sure you do so. I was very angry with Sam Larry because of the videos that not only I saw, the whole world saw, of how he went to attack this boy, not once, not twice, right? Beating him with some videos of bruises, for him crying and everything. I also came out to address the NDLA people to come and clear the air, which they said they have done, right? On why he was harassed, beaten, taken away, given some certain waters to drink, which Mohbad himself said with his own mouth. I also talked about the police, that a petition was filed to why that petition was not being carried out.
Yes.
When it was filed.
True.
Right. So all these things I said, the video is still there. So people that now come online and try to manipulate and twist and turn.
Please don't.
All this, I'm not even explaining. I'm just stating, because some people might have memory loss, and probably some people did not watch that video. Do you understand? So they might talk out of. You understand? I am not one to come on social media and be ranting and talking every time. I want justice, and I would work with the right authorities and the right people to get justice for Mohbad. Do you understand? So if you people feel a certain kind of way, Naira Marley is with the police, is in the police custody. Sam Larry is in the police custody. I'm sure they've given their own statement. They've done their own interrogation that cannot be shared, but it's information to the police. If they come and clear themselves, all good and well. Do you understand? At the end of the day, I know be detective. Things that we saw online that caused us so much pain is what we came out to air. We just came out to use our voice so that the right authorities can pick it up and make use of it. And we didn't just come out to shout. We came out, we cried, we shouted, we sicked, and we went forward with letters to back up all the things that we want them to help us do. In which you also went to the CP to make sure that all these things are being done, and which the police people have been doing one step at a time. all our grievances, whatever it is we complained that we wanted, they have tried their best to make sure that they are following up. But at this junction, they need to wait for the results to come out, right? When the result, the first one is out, when the second one is out, and the Keja General Hospital presents this, then they can start a proper case. Do you understand? The coroner inquest is going on, and I'm sure they can see that from, I saw it on City People and on social media, I think Goldmine or so. They are in court right now. I spoke to Mumi also. She told me that they were on their way to court and already they are there. Now, on the case of DNA, you guys saw that the father, that is Mohbad's father, has come out to say that since the whole world wants the DNA is going to be done. Like I initially said from the onset, we are not in position to ask for DNA. It is the father that is in position. Yes, so it's their family business. So if the father decides that he really wants it, all he has to do is go to the police and say, we want this DNA. Now what the police will do again is make sure that the DNA test is done in a general hospital, a government hospital, so that they will not say that they have done mago on the DNA results. Do you understand? So the lawyer, the Wumi's lawyer, and then the father's lawyer, you understand, all of them will be informed, and then they would ask them to go there and to any general hospital that they pick to go and do the DNA so that they can have the results. Do you understand? So these are the things. For Mohbad getting a befitting burial, we also how he was buried at first. I think that was even my greatest pain that time. You understand? When his neck was bent, and we didn't like it. And because I had said from my first video that I'm going to be transparent about everything, just like I'm doing now, coming out again to tell you people informations I have. Because when I don't have informations, I can't come out and be talking every time. Do you understand? It's when I have information, I can come out and give this information, right? So that is the same thing we did. Tonto flew in from Abuja. She said she wanted to pay for the casket. So we said, okay, let's even go there first and see this man, right? And we went there. Luckily, we met him. We had a conversation. We did a video. We showed, we were happy because of the fact that he cut down a lot. At least he gave us everything that he cut down, if I'm not mistaken, is about 11 to 12 million. Do you understand that he said he was going to give us for free? Because burying someone at Ebony's vault is not cheap. That's why I buried my mother, right? And I know it's not cheap. So we had to make it known. Yes. Because tomorrow, if we don't make it known now, people will say, they did let us know. We made it known. The only thing that is remaining now is for us to raise money to, even where we are going to the ground. I think he gave us 3 million off. So I think whatever is remaining, Toto put down 1 million that day. So there's another woman that said she wants to put down money. People want to put down money. So when they give us, when they let us, when the general hospital is ready to release the corpse, they will tell the police. The police will inform his family, and we will also get that information. Then we can start planning towards raising the remaining money to make sure that we pay the Ebony vault, and then we pick a date, and then he's properly buried. Do you understand? So everything is a process, and everything. They talked about contribution of money. The money that was contributed for Mohbad's son, I don't know anything about it. I don't even know when the account was opened. The only thing I knew is that they said there's an account for the son, which I confirmed from the mother, which is Wumi, and she said yes, that is the account. Am I making sense? And that account is where people had donated money. Wumi does not have a right to that account, because when they opened that account, they made it clear that nobody should have a right to withdraw until they get justice on this case. So it was not opened by Wumi, it was opened by Mohbad's management team. Do you understand? So all the money that they donated for the boy, nobody can touch it as that now that I'm still talking to you, until this case gets justice and everything is cleared. Maybe by then, they can now call for a meeting whereby the mother and the family can now sit and they will not know how to go about the money, which is not my own problem, which is their family's problem. Do you understand? So all the money contributed for Mohbad's son is still in the account. and nobody has a right to withdraw a kobo from it for now. You can only put money into that account. You cannot take from it. Do you understand? That is what I know, and that is the fact. Do you understand? So that is how far I can go on this information that I have given to you guys.
You're doing a lot. I mean, God will continue to give you strength. Me, I just think that you should just ignore this.
No, I'm not even coming. I'm not coming out to talk about I'm coming out basically to give informations and then to correct, because sometimes information is knowledge. If you don't pass some informations, some people might not even know. Do you understand? So this information is what I have passed out now, that we are waiting on the Ikeja General Hospital. Do you understand? To please hasten up on these results so that we can now move forward. Because the reason why everything looks like a stagnant is because they are waiting on that result. So while the coroner inquest is going on, everybody is still waiting on that result. And I just also use that opportunity to clear the air on some things that I have heard. I can't be coming out every day to say this, to say that, to say this, to say that. Do you understand? When we wanted to do, when I wanted to do the peaceful walk, which was later cancelled because they don't want people to hijack it, and cause a lot of, mayhem and all that. We opened a group. In that group, we needed to get t-shirts, water, logistics of things for the walk, because we knew a lot of people were going to come out on that day. So we needed to make provisions for first aid, for water, for t-shirts that we're going to wear. Some amounts were donated into one of the members' accounts when we opened that group. You're in that group, I think, right? And you're not there. Okay, so
no, I'm not.
I added a lot of people that wanted to join. Then we have a lot of people in that group. We had gotten the t-shirts and everything, which we later distributed. Part of the t-shirt is what we wore when we went to see the CP. The remaining one was taken to the candle night, which we distributed, and even the drinks and the water and everything we bought. We still have about 400 and something thousand naira left. So the 400 and something thousand naira left, we are keeping it because we know that when we finally want to lay Mohbad to rest, we are still going to do t-shirts and all these things, and the money will be used for that. The money is not with me, but it's inside the account of one of our members that was in the group. Do you understand? So that is the only money that I know that I can I can say for a fact that we have 400 and something thousand. The other money that is being donated for the boy is going to the boy's account. Nobody has access to it. People need to get that information right. Wunmi will come out and talk when she's ready to come out and talk. But whatever it is Wunmi is going to come out and say is still not what is going to be used to find justice for Mohbad. The test result that we are waiting for, that we are begging Ikeja General Hospital to please help us hasten. We beg them is what we are waiting for, is what the police will use, and that is where we're going to start from. So that is just that's the issue right now on ground.
It would take them 20 years before we have
and we are even almost there, because normally toxicology takes between 4 to 6 weeks. And we already have a month already gone. So we just have 2 more weeks to go. So after 2 weeks is when we can come back and start asking Ikeja General Hospital that, please, where is the result? And the police made it clear that they even refused to release the first result to them. That they said they want the 2 because they had to submit it to the judge who is handling the inquest. You understand? They have to submit it, and once it's out, the police will definitely come out to say this case is an open case and nobody can sweep it under the carpet.
Exactly. All eyes are on it, and the police know. I would just like to say, listen, people need to be patient, and before you listen and take in an information, make sure you're taking in a fact. Fact check your information before you start spreading it around. A lot of pages are spreading news. They want to trend. They want to chase clouds. It's normal. That is what they call the social media, news, journalism, or whatever they want to call it. That is normal for them. But in a reality that this family are living, you need to understand, and we need to have boundaries. A lot of people are asking Wunmi to come out to speak. Wunmi owes nobody any explanation than to speak to the police. She owes nobody any explanation. Wunmi is an adult. Control. People need to have boundaries. Do you understand what I'm saying? Wunmi is not your sister. She's not your slave. You're not feeding her. You're not doing anything for her. Don't start questioning her when she wants to speak. Let Wunmi speak at her own time. She's the one in the shoe. She's the one going through a lot. She's the one grieving her husband.
And anybody who has information, first-hand information that she's the one that did it, make yourself available to the police. Walk in there and tell the police people, this is it. This is not. When the police do not take your information, or they do not interrogate you or take down your statement, then you can come on social media and say, I went to the police to say my own. They refuse to listen to me.
Exactly. If you want Wunmi to, if you don't want to know what Wunmi said, go to Panti, go and ask the police officer, have you interrogated Wunmi? They will tell you yes. They have interviewed.
At least I'm aware of 3 times. Me, I know the 3 ones. So if you want them to keep doing, go there. Exactly. Go and complain and stop coming on social media to give us different versions, different days. If you guys want a DNA test, beg the father. And the father has come out to say he will do it. So wait for the father to do it. The father himself cannot do it. The father will have to tell the police with his lawyer. They will then the Lagos State government will now request for it, and they will now ask a general hospital to do the DNA test. It's also a process because mother is involved now. Do you understand? So they will do it the right process, and then the DNA will be tendered as evidence in court. So if they want it, they will use it as evidence in court. You people need to understand.
So people need to understand these things, that you just don't say things on social media and the next day you want to carry it around, you want to spread it around, you want to control.
Your ideas, if you have ideas and you reason a certain kind of way, different from the way we are reasoning, is valid and is understandable and is acceptable. But what I'm saying is that your ideas, they hold no waters on social media. No waters. That was why when we came out, we went through the proper channel. I got my foundation to write a letter, a petition, a letter, everything. We wrote it and sent to all the right authorities. You understand? And we went forward to make sure that, did you guys receive our letter? This is what we want. This is what we want. And they're carrying it out. And as I'm talking to you, I will not come on social media and start talking out of context or saying things I do not know. I will follow the right procedure, because if you want the law, then you must follow the law. Whether we feel that we do not have a law in this country or we feel that the laws can be biased, we still need to follow the law, because there are people who made the law and there are people who enforce the law. Do you understand? So we can only come out and speak out, raise our voices so that they would know that we are not backing down on this case. We are definitely on this case. Do you understand? And we must see it to the letter. And for those of you who say that Wunmi owes the world an explanation, she will come out to give her explanations at the right time. Do you understand? Because a lot of information that she has given to the police, even some she cannot say it. Once you say it, is no longer evidence. Do you understand? So at her own right time, she will come out now. And if she's the one that did this thing, let the results come out first. We will know. Nobody's backing down. So we will know.
Do their job. The police, let them do their job. They're not stupid. They're intelligence bodies. They know what they're doing.
Now, okay, I can see somebody talking about CCTV. Now, a lot of people know that in Nigeria, I don't know about outside the country, like even me, when I bought my own house, they just put the camera head was just there. Just the camera. They just make it, they put it there for fancy. There was no wire. There was no wire, my dear. There was no wire, there was no disc, there was no, what's that thing called? The machine. Right? There was none.
The monitor.
Everything was not there. I had to run wire. And that is the way most houses on the islands are. People that live on the island will know. This is, yeah, it's just for display. They just have, even me, I had to like, I had to do my own. I had to, even the camera that they put there could not work with the this thing that they came to fix. They had to take it out. I had to put new ones there. No cable, nothing. They just put it there for fancy.
It's just
majority of the house is sold in Lekki. They know that that thing there is there for fancy. It's there for fancy.
Lekki is just there. The thing is just that.
So do you people think that when the police when he died, don't you know that the first thing the police will even ask is cameras? Yes. Are there cameras in the house? That is the first thing that the police will ask. And if anybody had tampered with the camera, don't you know that person also will be arrested as number one suspect?
Exactly. Everybody around.
It's common sense now.
Except the baby.
If that camera was being tampered with, she will be the number. There will anybody that has tampered with it, or all of them living in that house will be the number one suspect. Exactly. Why was that camera being tampered with? There are dates on the cameras now. Why is it being wiped off? Why is this thing not showing from year to year? So do you people think that the police are that? They are not that. I don't want to use another language. You people think they are not wise enough to know all these things. Those of you that feel, you know, the private investigators that feel that this is the person that did it or that, your thoughts are valid because you have a right to think in that direction. But to just help the case, take that same thought to the right authorities that will make better use of it. Everybody watching your thoughts on social media is not going to do anything about it. People will just watch, comment, and go their ways. But when you take it to the right authorities, they will sit down, they will assess it, and probably you might be shocked. You might get there and be like, 1,001 other people have come to say the same thing, or probably they will tell you, oh, we already have pinned that down, or they will say, oh, yes, nice one. We'll look into that direction. But make an effort, because that's the only way you can help the case. If you truly want justice for him and you have a first-hand information, make that first-hand information available to the right authorities. When we had first-hand informations in the beginning, I made sure that every information was passed to the CP, to the PRO, to every single person in charge of that case. So if you have first-hand information, please pass it across. Do you understand? Let the right authorities handle this matter. So at the end of the day, this boy will get justice. Absolutely. And must get justice. Must be properly buried, you understand? And then, you know, I mean, everybody will be happy that at least he has gotten justice.
Somebody's asking you, do you think the autopsy results can be manipulated? I doubt that very much.
There's a coronal inquest on this matter already, so they cannot do that. And, you know, and it's not done here in Nigeria. It's not done here in Nigeria. Do you understand? So wherever it is that it is being done, it will be sent down to this country. They cannot manipulate it. Because now, let me tell you something. Whoever it is that is going to be found guilty at the end of the day should know that that person also has family and friends, and they would voice out. Exactly. So if they do not do the right thing, and anybody is being accused wrongly, for me, and we see that, we will ask questions. We will go there. How did it come about? How was this did? How come is it? We will also stand up and fight and speak for that person. Do you understand? But if the result comes back and then it's clear and it's been submitted and we all can see and it's transparent and the right people that are supposed to go down for this are being taken down for it or being sentenced for it or whatever it is they want to do to them. Do you understand? Then we can all know that yes, justice has been served.
Yeah, I think you're very correct. You're very correct. And again, I want to say something. Thank you, DJ Splash. I saw that boy and I was just crying. Oh, I was crying. I was like, God, thank you so much for that. Thank you. God bless you.
Amen.
God bless you. God bless you.
We thank God. It is God. Thank God Gistlover brought it to our notice because I didn't even know about it. I saw Gistlover send me a DM and then, you know, I decided to just take it up from there and, you know, get him treatment and help, you know, because I mean, that's one area of my life I have been dealing with, you know, with my family. So I knew that I could like assist in that area, and he's doing very well, you know, very well. Yes, he's doing very well. And he also has said he wants to be a musician, he wants to sing. So I think right now he's working on his songs.
And hopefully when his song is out, we'll definitely push it for him.
Yeah.
So yes, he's doing it fun.
Non-stop on my page. I will. God, seriously, you did well with that boy. I saw him and I was shocked. I was shocked with the transformation compared to the first video that came out. I was shocked. Thank you. God bless you for that one. DJ Splash looks so healthy. And I think I know it's a process and it's going to get more. It can only get more better.
He's still on meds. He's taking his medicine, but you know, he's much better. He's 90% better. He's much better. You know, so he's good.
Just love her. Oba, we give it to you again. But unfortunately, we can't give you IY anymore. Unfortunately, Oba cannot carry the wife again. Oba, just accept fate on this matter. Just accept. I know the thing they pay you, body. Oba, accept your fate. Don't go, finally. God bless you, my darling. Have a lovely day.
All right. Bless you too. Bless everybody. Big shout out to everybody. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Bye.
Mohbad's father said that, according to Instablog and Gistlover, they both agree that Mohbad's father said that his wife used to put medicine inside his food so that him go fit sleep. And to be very honest, I have my reservations about that, and I'm going to say it. Let's read what the father said. Let's read what the father said about Naira Marley, according to reports, because we are not even sure of these reports or the veracity of the reports that we're dealing with. This is what the father said about, I'm looking for it. It says, according to Instablog Niger's report, Joseph, that's Mohbad's father, testified during the coroner's inquest into the death of his son, who left the world on the 12th of September and was buried the following day. He was 27 years old. Joseph told the coroner, Magistrate Adedayo Shotobi, that he and his son lived together for 18 years. He said he did not know the exact house where his son lived with Marley. He testified that his son left his house at the age of consent and began to assist Marley while embarking on a career in music. Joseph said he saw his son 3 days before he died. He added that he saw Mohbad's coffin only in a picture. According to him, Mohbad assured him that he will be able to handle his disputes with Marley. He also testified that Mohbad's landed property was in the custody of his mother-in-law, adding that the deceased often told him about his possessions held by his wife and her family. He claimed Mohbad's wife put pills into his grub when they lived with Marley. Everything is scattered. I agree with you 100%. So let me tell you my point of view, and you tell me if you agree or disagree. Let's take a walk in Mohbad's mind. Remember, I said this yesterday. Justice for Mohbad can never be injustice for Naira Marley or Sammy Larry or the wife or Mohbad's father or anybody involved in this matter. Justice for Mohbad means justice for everyone. That being said, we have to understand the weakness of Mohbad himself. Mohbad himself, in his own song, said him they take Banku. Do you know what Banku is? When waiting at the column, when wall, what's that thing in the wall? That wavy line. There's a word for it. I don't want to use the word. When this word, I don't want you to mention it, starts with a C and ends with a K. It's a very potent drug. And if you've been on that stuff for 1 year or more, your mind no go dey normal. You'll be hallucinating. You know, we have a family member that has this problem. You know, and we've been dealing with it for many years. You understand? You can't be normal. So his own mind himself, you know, the person that has that problem in the family suspects that everybody wants to do in wickedness.
Yes.
I'm just telling you, we have a family experience. So justice for Mohbad also means letting ourselves into Mohbad's shortcomings, into his mind. So those of you say Mohbad talks to his father. Was Mohbad really 100% okay? Answer this. Was he 100% okay? Let us be very honest. He said it. Lyrics from a song doesn't confirm. He takes it in real life. Okay, so what was he doing in it? Why doesn't NDLA come to my own house? Why hasn't NDLA come to my own house? You see, my problem with you is you don't like reality. You don't like reality. He said it in a song. NDLA, at least we know, went to his house. So you also need to understand that his mind was, you cannot say his mind was 100%. We have someone in the family who has this substance problem. And I remember clearly that when we wanted to take the person to the hospital, we had to use police to come and carry the person before we could get the person to the hospital for treatment. Because they are paranoid, they believe everybody will. So if you've not had it in your family before, you will not understand where I'm coming from. And I believe that there's a possibility that even if the wife put sleeping pills in his food, it is because he will not agree to take them. One of the most difficult things to deal with people who have substance issues is to get them to use medicine. Baba, now world war. They believe that they cook up a conspiracy inside their minds. You need to understand that their minds are fragile. Someone said, what's my point? My point is, if he needed to sleep and needed to take pills, sometimes they are given the pills indirectly. So now there are two things to this, or three things. One is we have a problem. One, the wife actually is doing something wrong. It's a possibility, right?
Yes.
The second, he doesn't know what he's really saying, and he's telling his father what he believes from a paranoid perspective. Is a possibility. The third possibility is, you know, the father, his name seems to pop up anywhere there is property. So there could be a possibility that the father is saying this because of property issues. And the final one is, yes, it was actually happening, but it was being done for his own good because he was refusing medication, which we also saw because he refused to go to the hospital. He refused to. That's why they brought a nurse home. So there are so many, like she rightly said, there are so many possibilities. And if we truly want justice for Mohbad, somebody say, Sean Lead say Mohbad knows use Rich Fela or Bob Marley, and yet none of them accuse wife of trying to buy them. Waiting Bob Marley and Fela they take, no be waiting day streets now, oh, Sean Leeds. Waiting day street, especially the one where they call Ice, and that one where they call Banku. If Fela take am, if Bob Marley take am, they go to rehab. They go to rehab. Ordinary rado. If you use ordinary rado, you no go dey no you feel from rado enter Psychia. Come they talk banku long. So we've got to be careful how we understand and interpret information, not because of anything, because people's lives are involved. If we truly love Mohbad and his wife is innocent, do you want to send his wife to prison just to suit an agenda? Have you now noticed that nobody they talk about Naira Marley again? He don't move going wife now.
Ẹ kú àtàárọ̀ o, ẹ dẹ̀kú bí ètò ọ̀hún bó ṣe lọ, ó dẹ̀ dá mi lójú pé ẹ ti rí ọ̀kan àbí méjì ń tẹ́ ẹ fẹ́ gbọ́ àbí tẹ́ ẹ fẹ́ rí, ẹ ti rí gbogbo ẹ̀ nínú ètò tòní. Tó ó kù tọjọ́ mi, àmọ́ kí n tó lẹ́jẹ̀ máa rán yín létí pé ètò tẹ́ ń wò ẹ máa bá mi like, ẹ máa share o, kẹ́ ẹ dẹ̀ máa bá mi wá subscription, more subscription, nítorí pé Wo TV ń gòkè àgbà, ìrànlọ́wọ́ yín ni àti ìrànlọ́wọ́ Ọlọ́run Ọba. Títí wá dìgbà míì táwùjọ máa fojú níjú lórí ìkànnì pẹ̀lú àkọ́tún ètò míì tó tún gbọ́gbọ́. Àdìgbòlódò dọ́ra wọ ni mò ń jẹ́ o, ẹ ti mọ̀ mí lánàá kó tó dé ní, ẹ má jẹun porí kíkun, àmọ́ títí dìgbà míì ńkọ́, ẹ kú àtàárọ̀, ẹ kú iṣẹ́ ìní, ṣé kò rẹra jù, kédùmarè ó jí wa rí o.
Disclaimer: the information provided by the speaker or presenter on the Wo TV platform during this broadcast is for general informational purposes only. All information in this broadcast is provided in good faith. However, we make no representation or warranty of any kind, expressed or implied, regarding the accuracy, adequacy, validity, reliability, availability, or completeness of the information. The broadcaster of the channel may not and cannot be held accountable for the views, opinions, and comments made by callers during this broadcast. Wo TV is a contemporary Nigerian news and entertainment TV program born from the need to fuse the popular indigenous Yoruba culture into the growing entertainment industry of Nigeria and the rest of the world.